because folks, we have a hard one tonight. We got a couple rough things to get through. I'm going to start with the small bad news first, which some of you may have already heard, which is that tonight will be our final task force meeting. Proud of all the things that we did as Beachtonians. We came together and joined and solved problems, right?
Yeah, we sure did. You know, Steve, we actually solved the social distancing problem by giving people water guns at the beach to shoot anyone getting closer than a surfboard or 6 feet.
And I am so very proud of Beachtown because I wasn't here during this meeting because I was out there protesting against it, but we voted no to not hold the Trump rally here in Beachtown. Instead, it went over to Fundito.
I thank the task force for giving me permission to produce the Butt Naked for Freedom bike ride and opening the Seal Stadium for outdoor performances of the Beachtown Players, which I am one of.
Oh, congratulations,
Yes.
Damon. That's great news. That's great news.
We also voted on a strict mask-wearing mandate during the week and total freedom on the weekends. A yin-yang compromise.
And we voted to move our schools online, keeping our kids and our teachers safe. So let's have a big silent Zoom applause for all the great work that we have done together. You're going to need to brace yourselves here, and there's no easy way to say this. The task force found out this news just a little while, but I'm sorry to share with you that our fellow task force member, Benny Ramos Leibowitz, passed away this morning from complications due to the coronavirus. His twin brother, Bernie, who we all know is an award-winning local actor, to talk to us a little bit about his older brother.
Despite your huge ideological differences, yeah, my brother was always a leader. He was Beachtown High student president and debate team champion. He formed the Mexican Jewish Kosher Republican Club. I was a complete opposite of him. I was a drama major and smoked weed until I could pass out under the football bleachers. He went to business school and I went to a couple of movement classes at Beachtown City College. And he was a proud member of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and all three of them would meet at our house, and he was very proud to be a Beachtown councilman, but of course he had bigger ambitions. His dream was to beat you and become mayor and then run for governor. And just like his hero, Ronald Reagan, he loved saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall."
Ironic, he loved Trump's wall.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. My brother was a walking contradiction. I mean, he liked Star Wars and Star Trek equally. I mean, who does that? But yeah, my brother got into politics because he had a good heart, and I think he really believed in the American dream and the strength of democracy. I personally think that's a crock of bull. Like I said, we were very different. He was Air Supply. I'm kind of like Slipknot. Yeah, I'm the miss him. I mean, kind of. Hey, thank you for listening.
Councilman Ramos Leibowitz with one of his favorite hymns, the Beachtown hymn, sung by Donna and Damon. Donna, take it away.
This is for you, Benny. O land of sunshine, sing praises to thee. Loyal and faithful by land and by sea. Sunrise to sunset bring warm memories. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me.
Deep as the waters, strong as the waves, we'll stand together with blessings and grace.
O land of sunshine, sing praises to thee. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me.
One more tribute for Benny here. We have his old business partner, Bob Oso, is on here. Bob, thanks for coming and taking the time to talk to us about Benny.
That song gets to me. That song it got to me right here in mi corazón.
I hate it.
It's so difficult for me to talk to you, Mayor Novak and the task force, but it's a very sad day. I still can't believe it. I'm in shock. I told him to wear a mask, but he never listened.
No.
He was just a proud, stubborn son of a bitch he was. God. But those were his qualities, Mayor Novak. And I loved him for that.
Yeah.
He was such a great negotiator, and we did a lot of business together. And I tell you, we did some great business together. But I will miss my little buddy dearly. I'm telling you, my heart goes out to his family. I wish I could attend the funeral next week, but I can't. I just can't. I'm going away.
Why not? It's COVID. Where are you going, on a vacation? Can't you postpone it, Bob?
Well, it's not exactly a vacation. I mean, kind of, sort of. I'm going away to federal prison. Yes, the FBI has been watching me for years and my dealings with Chinese developers, and let's just say that my dealings caught up with me. I took money from them, okay, to influence a certain city councilman I knew that would vote for us in our way.
A certain councilman? Was that Councilman Ramos Leibowitz?
Yep. It was him. It was Benny. He was also under investigation. But he doesn't have to worry about that jail time now, does he? He doesn't have to worry because he's 6 feet under.
Okay. Beachtonians, thank you for all of your dear thoughts about Benny. But this is a task force meeting, and even though it's our final one, we just want to make sure that we leave with some new collective action. So we're going to break out into groups, and we're going to talk about what all we've accomplished the last couple months and what we'd still like to see going forward. How can we as Beachtonians continue to come together? What rules or laws would you like to see Beachtown pass from here on out? What would you like to get rid of? All kinds of thoughts. Donna, you want to give us a report from your group?
Sure. We had a great group. We talked about our community and how important it is that we all support each other during this crazy time. And Mr. Sam spoke up and said that he actually moved to Hawaii, and he's going to take some of our ideas from Beachtown and possibly implement them in Hawaii.
I have somebody who'd like to speak. The same person who always speaks. Virginia will tell us what's going on. Virginia, open up and tell us what's going on, what went on in our group.
All right, fantastic. Welcome, Virginia. I know you and Damon are always like right on the same page when it comes to
We are. I found out something really interesting. Hi, Donna. It's so nice to see you again.
You too.
You know where Mr. Haynes gets all the information for his paper?
Where?
His primary source material are Reddit posts. So that is why he comes up with such crazy articles in his newspaper.
I really hate her.
You can't believe everything you read on the internet, right?
She is a perfect rib.
So, but Mr. Haynes was really looking for some advice about how to get a new gardener, and he made the faux pas of asking Mr. Oso for advice about where to get a gardener.
Oh, so he might end up 6 feet under himself.
Exactly. But then
Those people are great.
Hey, Damon, we've talked about this language.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we had the idea that we should build a golf course in Beachtown, and what that would bring a lot of prosperity to like they have in San Clemente. And we had someone who was a big fan of Reagan and President Nixon.
Tiger Woods, the blacks.
Okay, thank you, Damon.
But if we have the golf course, then we could employ the homeless as caddies. So.
Well, it sounds like a lot of outside of the box thinking in your group. From our group, Katrina was going to come on and speak, voice from the youth here. So Katrina, what did we talk about in our group?
So first of all, we talked about how tragic Benny's death was. And I think that we can all agree that he left this earth too soon. But we also kind of agreed that willful ignorance played a part in his death. He chose not to wear a mask amidst the coronavirus. And that played a role. That's kind of the reason why he died. So while we grieve over his loss, over his death, we also need to take steps forward as a community instead of getting hung up on things that have already been proven to help, like people not wearing masks. We need to step past that and recognize that masks help. We should wear masks, and we need to move forward as a community rather than getting stuck behind these, and use these stories to educate people rather than just stopping and, yes, dividing us. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Gloria, how about your group?
Our group had a wonderful reading of a Abraham Lincoln quote that talks about how, I'd never heard it before, how we should come together as a community and value each other's opinions, even if we vote a different way. And then we discussed how civics classes really need to come back to high schools so that young people can know the value of their role in this big experiment we call democracy. And another great idea that we had was to get all those young people to help register voters, to help with the COVID polling places, because this year it's going to be a lot of help that's going to be needed. And the young people are more, they're stronger and they're ready to fight with us as well. Thank you.
Now that Damon has stopped talking, my group was incredible. They brought up so many incredible ideas, and I have my friend Sandy. Huh? Where is she? Hello, my friend. Would you like to give a little breakdown of what we discussed in our group?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Dr. Shirini. So first, Sam talked about how there should be car cruises at Beachtown to bring people joy, especially if they have woodies. Jasmine talked about the need for STEAM education in Beachtown. I brought up about the importance of masks, not only on the weekdays, but on the weekends. But Katrina said it way more eloquently than I did. But Bubba disagreed and thinks Sundays should be masks off day, especially for church gatherings.
Well, let me just interject here real quick. Dr.
Yes.
Shirini, I see you shaking your head. You would not advise that medically to have a day off of masks?
I would not, Mayor Steve, and I would not listen to Baba Gomez as an expert on this situation. But
Right.
Sandy, as you were saying.
Yes. Number 4, Greg said that we should have a big Beachtown gala when things are better. And oh yes, go ahead, Dr. Shirini.
I was gonna say that Greg and Janelle, they even volunteered to host the gala at their house.
Oh, that's great.
All
Yes.
Beachtownians.
All at the entire town. And then Tom told us about how every penny actually costs 2 pennies to create. So he said nobody gives a hoot anymore about pennies, so we shouldn't either. And Dr. Shirini said we should all give a hoot.
Dr. Shirini is running for mayor, and I think she would be a wonderful choice. Therefore, I have a special announcement to make. I am officially dropping out of the mayoral race and conceding the mayoralship to Dr. Shirini, since she will now be running unopposed.
Mayor Steve, are you serious? You're dropping out?
Yeah, Gloria, I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and we have to listen to the national conversations that are happening. Racial diversity and gender equality have long been absent at Beachtown City Hall. And as a privileged white dude, I have the opportunity to change something and do something about that, a radical change. And if I step aside, Beachtown will not only have its first woman mayor, but we will have a woman mayor who is also an immigrant to this country.
You're one strange dude, and I think the country is going on menopause. But if white people don't give up the power and make way, nothing's going to change in this country. And that's it.